press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, welcome back for alcohols, phenols and ethers, part 3, session 3. Already last class we finished regarding the preparation of alcohols and physical properties of the alcohols. Preparations from alkenes, from aldehydes and ketones, that is carbonyl compounds. Next is from esters, and last is from alkyl halides. And already I was given one more additional information regarding that from cyclic ethers. After that, properties, physical properties, lower number of alcohols are soluble in water. As molecular mass increases, solubility decreases because of the alkyl group. For isomeric alcohols, branched alcohols are more soluble than normal chain alcohols. This point was reversed with respect to the boiling points. Boiling points, normal alcohol's boiling point is more than branched alcohols because of the surface area decreases. That points was done in last sessions, and now it is time to discuss about the chemical properties of the alcohols. Chemical properties of the alcohols, phenols, ethers, part 3. Here chemical properties of alcohols. So chemical properties of alcohols, 3 types of chemical properties. One is cleavage of OH bond, cleavage of CO bond, and reactions involving with respect to OH as well as alkyl group. So here 3 types of properties. Number 1 is cleavage. Which cleavage? OH bond cleavage properties. OH bond cleavage properties. Second one is cleavage. Which cleavage it is? CO bond properties. And third one is alkyl group and OH group properties. Total is reactions involving total alkyl group as well as OH group. So 3 types of properties we observed. Number 1 is the cleavage of OH bond. Second one, cleavage of CO bond. Third one is reactions involving both alkyl group as well as OH group. So where we observed, when in which cases we find like this type of cleavages are very important. So first properties, basic property number 1 based on the cleavage of OH bond. Cleavage of OH bond, 4 reactions was there, very important reactions. Cleavage of OH bond. I will give some points regarding this. Number 1, with metals. Number 2, with metal hydrides, and with carboxylic acids, and next one with COCl. COCl is nothing but acid chloride or COO or CO taken twice O. This is nothing but acid anhydride. These are OH cleavage reactions. My dear students, make a note. These are the OH cleavage reactions. Number 1 is if alcohol metal is there. Alcohol plus metal. Simple, you should break OH bond only. OH bond only you should break. Alcohol plus metal hydride. OH bond break. Alcohol plus carboxylic acid. OH bond only you break. Alcohol plus acid chloride or acid anhydride. only you should break OH bond only. OH bond means it liberate hydrogen. It liberate hydrogen. So alcohols reacts with metals. Alcohols reacts with metals, liberate what gas? Hydrogen gas. So here simple, this is number one with metals. If we should go with metals, ROH plus sodium metal, what is the answer is RONA plus 1 by 2 H2. Break the bond here. Break the OH bond. Break the OH bond when alcohol is reacted with sodium metal. Not only sodium metal, aluminum metal, you should go with aluminum metal. Any one of the metal you should go. When alcohols are reacts with metals, any compound reacts with metal, liberate H2 gas. This property is said to be acidic property. So alcohols are acids. Alcohols are acids. How? What will be the confirmatory test for alcohols are act as acids? Alcohols are act as acids because of when it is reacts with sodium metal, liberate what gas it is? Hydrogen gas. Alcohols react with sodium metal to liberate hydrogen gas. Suppose you should go with tertiary butyl alcohol, CH3, COH, CH3, CH3 plus aluminium. Then what will be the answer is CH3, 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 O taken thrice Al plus 1 by 2 H2. So here break the OH bond. What I am saying here, you should break the OH bond. If the compound is alcohol and alcohol is reactive with metal, alcohol is reactive with metal, simple you break OH bond. OH bond means alcohol react with metal to liberate hydrogen gas. Alcohol react with metal to liberate hydrogen gas. This test is a confirmatory test for the alcohols are act as acids. But alcohols are which acids? Alcohols are weak acids. Alcohols are weak acids, neutral to litmus it is. With litmus, it was neutral. Alcohols are very weak acids, and when you applied litmus paper to this alcohols, that is a neutral with litmus paper. Because of the acid dissociation constant Ka value. Ka value is more than 10 power 15, minus 15 it is. More than 10 power 15, that is a Ka value, very, very large Ka value. Sorry, 10 power minus 16 to minus 18 it is. Very least value. Ka dissociation constant value least means weak acid. Ka value is more means strong acid. So on the basis of that, we should said alcohols are weak acids. Alcohols are weak acids. So cleavage, OH cleavage takes place when alcohols are reacts with sodium metal. Alcohols are react with sodium metal, which cleavage takes place? OH cleavage takes place and it liberate which gas means hydrogen gas. Alcohols are weak acids. We should go with three types of alcohols. Tertiary alcohols, CH3 single bond COH single bond CH3, CH3. Secondary alcohols, CH3 CHOH single bond CH3. Primary alcohol, CH3OH primary alcohol. Actually, we know that proton donor is acid. Proton donor is what it is? Proton donor acid. So when this when OH is donate proton, when OH donate proton means electron density decreases, then oxygen donate proton. If electron density increases, oxygen cannot donate the proton. Cannot donate the proton means the donation of proton will be takes place. So here once you observe here, this is methyl groups. These are the methyl groups. These all are the methyl groups. Methyl groups are said to be electron donating group. Electron donating group, what it is doing? Decrease acidic strength. Electron donating group decrease acidic strength. So here tertiary alcohols, weak acids, then secondary alcohols, weak acids, then primary alcohols. Tertiary alcohols, weak acids, then secondary alcohols, weak acids, then primary alcohols. This fact can be expressed in the form of electron donating group. Electron donating group decrease the acidic strength. Electron donating group decrease the acidic strength. On the basis of that, tertiary alcohols less than secondary alcohols less than primary alcohols. And alcohols are weak acids, neutral to litmus. Alcohols not turn the blue litmus to red color. And alcohols are weak acids, and the Ka value is more than 10 power minus 16 to 10 power minus 8. That will be expressed in the form of pKa is nothing but 16, more than 16. pKa is called as alcohols. And these alcohols react with metals to liberate what gas here? Hydrogen gas will be liberated. So next second point, reactions regarding this alcohols. So when OH cleavage takes place, that is very very important. OH cleavage is a deciding factor for the acidic nature of the alcohols. Acidic nature of the alcohols can be expressed in the form of liberation of hydrogen gas only. So second reaction with metals. Reaction with metals. Sorry, reaction with metal hydrides. Reaction with metal hydrides. When alcohols are react with metal hydride. Metal hydride means you should take with ROH. General example. This is ROH is a common example. Plus there was given NaH. Again you should break OH bond only. You should break only OH bond. Then what will be the answer? Means RONA plus liberate H2 gas. So here same reaction. Alcohols react with metals. Alcohols reacts with metals, liberate hydrogen gas. Alcohols reacts with metal hydrides, also liberate what it is? Hydrogen gas only. Hydrogen gas liberate. Here also what will do get it is RONA only will get. Clear it is. So this is a second reaction regarding this. And third reaction is very very important reaction. That reaction is also takes place with respect to the cleavage of OH bond when alcohol is reacts with carboxylic acid. Third one is a very very important. You should concentrate this one very very important with carboxylic acids. With carboxylic acids, you should go with ROH plus R dash OH plus RCOOH. Gives rise to. This is a reversible reaction. Remember it is. This is a reversible reaction. This reaction is called as esterification. This reaction is called as what it is? Esterification. Very very important. This is esterification. We will get one fruity smell formed after completion of the reaction when alcohol is treated with carboxylic acid. Alcohol contains OH group. Carboxylic acid also contains OH group. When two OH groups are combined, water elimination takes place. Water elimination means water H plus and OH minus. So hydrogen is coming from which group? Hydroxyl group coming from which group? That is very very important. And this reaction is called as the esterification reaction. Don't get confused because of it is very easy. For alcohols you should break only OH bond. Break of OH bond. For carboxylic acid, break COOH. This is a COOH. Break which bond it is? COH bond. This is the important point regarding the esterification. Regarding the esterification, this is very very important point. Alcohols are treated with carboxylic acids. This reaction is a reversible reaction, and this reaction is called as a esterification reaction. In this esterification reaction, we should break the OH bond. This H is attached to this OH, gives rise to H2O. And what is remaining part? RCOOR dash. RCOOR dash is called as RCOOR dash. This is called as ester. So my dear students, make a note. This is very very important esterification reaction. So the forward reaction is a formation of ester. So you should separate the water from this reaction. Rate of forward reaction increases because of it is a reversible reaction. Or else what happens means there will be equilibrium takes place between reactants versus products. So as soon as you should separate the water molecules from this reaction, we will get ester only. So this reaction is called as esterification. So remember, oxygen OH group. OH group is from only carboxylic acid. OH group is not from alcohol. In alcohol, which cleavage takes place here? Only OH cleavage takes place. O bond H cleavage. O bond H cleavage takes place. To avoid the confusions in examination point of view, sometimes they should give like this here. O18 they will give like this. Oxygen 18 isotope. The what will be the answer means O18 will be in water molecule, not O18 will be here. Here there is no O18. So that is some reactions also takes place with respect to this oxygen isotopes. Supposing that reaction in the water molecule, they should consider oxygen isotopes. So if with respect to oxygen isotope means where the oxygen that oxygen isotope is present in water molecule or in the present in the ester, we have to find. So my dear students, don't get confused. with the carboxylic acid. Alcohol react with carboxylic acid. Alcohols react with carboxylic acids gives rise to ester. This reaction is a reversible reaction. As water molecule will be separated, then rate of forward reaction increases. And in this reaction, which cleavage takes place? OH cleavage takes place. OH cleavage in alcohol, COH cleavage in carboxylic acid. So this reaction is a esterification, very very important. And next, number 4 is a reaction with acid chloride or acid anhydride. Generally, reaction with acid chloride, acid anhydride takes place in the presence of base. Base means that is the pyridine or dimethyl chloride. Some bases will be there. On the presence of that bases, the acid chloride or acid anhydrides react with alcohols to formation of compound. What compound we expect? What compound will get? Now we'll see this. So fourth one with what it is? Acid chloride. So here we should go with ROH. Cleavage, only which cleavage it is? OH cleavage. So here the compound is CH3COCl. CH3COCl takes place in the presence of pyridine. Pyridine is what is pyridine? Pyridine is called as a base. Reaction takes place in the presence of base. Generally, you observe here, my dear students, generally H required Cl, Cl required H, F required H, OH required H. This on the basis of that you should make a planning. Cl required, chlorine required hydrogen, fluorine required hydrogen, bromine required hydrogen, OH required hydrogen, and sodium required sulfur, sodium required sulfate, like that. Calcium required sulfate, calcium required carbonate. On the basis of that, you should eliminate the products. So here you should eliminate this. So elimination, what elimination takes place here? HCl will be eliminated. HCl will be eliminated. Then what will be the product? It is CH3COR. 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 What is CH3COR? Suppose you should take here C2H5. C2H5. C2H5 means what we will get? CH3COOR it is. CH3COOR it is. We will get what it is? CH3COOR. This is the CH3 followed by CO and here OR. So here what product will be obtained means here hydrochloric acid is the product, and this hydrochloric acid will be neutralized by this pyridine. That's why we can use here pyridine here. Pyridine can be used to the removal of hydrochloric acid. So here also we'll get the compound is ester only. When alcohol is treated with what about that acid chloride or acid anhydride? This acylation, this is called as addition of acetyl group. Addition of acetyl group to alkoxide. Addition of acetyl group to alkoxide will get to CH3COOR ester. Same reaction takes place with respect to the acid anhydride. Suppose acid anhydride, here also you break OH bond. What is acid anhydride? This is acid anhydride. COOCOCH3. This is called as acetic anhydride, my dear students. This is called as acetic anhydride. So here break this bond. Break this bond means here you should eliminate this compound. This is called as CH3COOH. CH3COOH will be eliminated acetic acid. After elimination of CH3COOH, what is remaining? CH3COOR. CH3COOR. This is also called as ester. So here these two reactions, alcohols reacts with carboxylic, alcohols are reacts with carboxylic acids gives esters. Alcohols reacts with acid chlorides gives esters. Alcohols reacts with acid anhydrides also gives esters. Alcohols react with metal hydrates liberate hydrogen gas. Alcohols reacts with metals liberate hydrogen gas. And one more dynamic, important, very very important reaction is there when these alcohols are reacts with Grignard reagent. This is very very important, compulsory expected question regarding alcohols. So you should concentrate that point, that equation, last equation, uh, which is related with the cleavage of OH bond. Cleavage of OH bond. So that is with RMGX. So when alcohol, what is alcohol is? ROH is alcohol. Treated with RMGX. Very very important it is. Alcohol is treated with RMGX. RMGX is called as Grignard reagent. So here also which cleavage takes place means here also cleavages OH cleavage takes place because of this is called as active hydrogen. OH hydrogen, active hydrogen, OH NHFH. OH NHFH hydrogens are called as active hydrogens. So this active hydrogen will be Already Grignard reagent, we know that R minus Mgx plus. R minus Mgx plus, what will be the answer is RH. RH is called as alkane. RH is called as alkane, and what is remaining product is remaining product MgXOR. MgXOR, alkoxide. This is halide. Magnesium alkoxide halide it is. Magnesium alkoxide halide we will get. So this reaction is very important, my dear students. Don't get confused. Compulsory we expect question regarding this only. Clear? Because of here preparation of alkane, you should take with whatever that C2H5OH plus CH3 MgBr they will give. C2H5OH plus CH3 MgBr. What is the answer means? Simply you should remove the hydrogen from this. Then what will be the answer is C2H5O Mg and Br plus answer is CH4. CH4 next to C2H5O MgBr. C2H5O MgBr will be the product. So this is these five reactions. These five reactions takes place with respect to the cleavage of OH bond. Break OH bond. Break OH bond. Alcohols are neutral with litmus. Alcohols are weak acids. Tertiary alcohols weak acids. Secondary alcohols very weak acids. Primary alcohols a little bit weak acids. But methyl alcohol is a strong acid. These alcohols are weaker than water. Water is a strong acid compared to alcohols, because of in water molecule there is no alkyl groups will be there. So then what is order means tertiary less than, secondary less than, primary less than water. And these alcohols are reacts with metals, reacts with metal hydrides, reacts with carboxylic acids, reacts with acid fluorides, reacts with acid anhydrides, reacts with Grignard reagents. You should break OH bond only. OH cleavage takes place. You should separate OH. You should separate H from that. So these are the reactions involving on the cleavage of OH bond. And next one is reactions involving on the cleavage of CO bond. CO bond cleavage also there. After CO bond, last is reactions involving both. What about that? Alkyl group as well as OH. So reactions involving COH cleavage. Second one. Reactions involving COH cleavage. So here four reactions will be there. Number one, HX. Number two, HX is nothing but hydrogen halide. Second one is PCl3, PCl5, SOCl. These four reactions takes place when CO bond cleavage, C and O bond cleavage. Suppose alcohol, you should take alcohol, that is common alcohol. What is it? C2H5OH, ethyl alcohol plus HCl. Anhydrous zinc chloride. This is called as a Lucas reagent. Lucas reagent, anhydrous zinc chloride plus hydrochloric acid. So Lucas reagent reaction takes place in the presence of anhydrous zinc chloride. We will discuss about this Lucas test after completion of this total alcohols and phenols it is. So here generally reaction takes place with this, and here water elimination. Water elimination takes place. Then what will be the answer is C2H5Cl plus HCl. C2H5Cl plus HCl. This is a general reaction. So here what will be the order of the reactivity and what about the order of the alkyl halides? Order of the reactivity. Order of the reactivity is what? Tertiary alcohols, secondary alcohols, next is primary alcohols according to the stability. And with respect to HX, HI greater than, HBr greater than HCl. This is very important. HI easily react with tertiary alcohol because of the hydrogen iodide. Iodine easily attached to the tertiary carbocation because of tertiary alcohols. Tertiary alcohols means in tertiary carbocation is more stable than secondary carbocation, more stable than primary carbocation. So according to that, and according to the reactivity of hydrogen halide, HI greater than, HBr greater than HCl. Then what is general reaction means ROH plus HCl in the presence of anhydrous zinc chloride gives rise to RX. RCl plus HCl. This reaction generally with respect to HX, this cleavage, which cleavage it is? Or CO cleavage it is. CO cleavage. And second one, reaction with PCl3, reaction with PCl5, and reaction with SOCl. Next one, reaction with PCl3, you should go with the C2H5OH. C2H5OH, C2H5OH. So overall, you should write like this one, 3 molecules of C2H5OH. What cleavage takes place here? OH cleavage takes place, CO cleavage takes place when this is react with PCl3. So what elimination here? OH taken thrice P. OH taken thrice P is called as orthophosphoric acid. No, sorry, orthophosphorus acid. H3PO3 it is. This can be written as H3PO3, and remaining how many chlorines? 3 chlorines will be there. These 3 chlorines are attached to the C2H5. Then what will be the answer means? So overall reaction you should write like this. PCl3 gives rise to 3 molecules C2H5Cl plus OH taken thrice P. OH taken thrice P. This can be written as H3PO3. H3PO3 is also called as phosphorus acid. It is phosphorus acid, orthophosphorus acid. For this reaction, we require 3 molecules of ethyl alcohol. So here, what cleavage takes place means COH cleavage takes place. For this reaction, 3 molecules ethyl alcohol, COH cleavage takes place. Phosphorus trichloride. Phosphorus trichloride is a what about the phosphorus trichloride? Here phosphorus is sp3 carbon, that sp3 phosphorus. In that phosphorus acid also phosphorus is sp3 phosphorus only. There is no change in the hybridization of phosphorus atoms. So 3 molecules of alcohols treated with phosphorus trichloride gives rise to, what about that 3 molecules alkyl halides, 3 ethyl chloride. So this is also example for COH cleavage. COH cleavage, we are discussing about that COH cleavage. Suppose you should go with the SPCl4. Instead of PCl3, we should go with the C2H5 Cl plus, sorry, OH plus PCl5. What happens in this reaction means, in this reaction, not expect like this OH taken thrice P. In this reaction, what happens means this H required Cl. HCl will be going out, and one Cl is attached to this ethyl group, gives rise to ethyl chloride, and remaining phosphorus is combined with oxygen with 3 chlorine atoms. 3 chlorine atoms means, according to the our textbook, it is there was given C2H5Cl plus POCl3 plus HCl. This is called as phosphoryl chloride, or it is also called as phosphorus oxychloride. Phosphorus oxychloride or phosphoryl chloride. It is clear. It is. So this is also example for cleavage of COH bond. So COH bond cleavage HX, PCl3, PCl5, and last one is the thionyl chloride. Darjan process already you know that. Thionyl chloride you should go with C2H5OH, and plus here also break with this one, and what is SOCl2. This is called thionyl chloride. Remove the HCl from this, remove from HCSO2 from this, and what will be the answer means C2H5Cl. C2H5Cl, already this mechanism is see this reaction, C2H5OH plus sorry, SOCl2 gives rise to C2H5Cl plus SO2 plus HCl gas, SO2 gas here. This is a convenient method to the preparation of alkyl halides. Generally, alkyl halides are prepared from alcohols. Alcohols are treated with phosphorus trichloride, phosphorus pentachloride, and thionyl chloride to give rise to alkyl halides. This is already done, already there in the preparation of haloalkanes. So these four reactions are followed by the cleavage is the COH cleavage. COH cleavage. And next third one. Third one is the reactions involving both. Third one is very, very important. Reactions involving in both means that is alkyl group as well as alcohol group. Here three types of reactions also. Number one is dehydration. Number two is oxidation. Number three is dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation is nothing but it is a reduction. These three reactions are very, very important. Dehydration of alcohols, and the second one is the oxidation of alcohols, and third one is the dehydrogenation of alcohols. Dehydrogenation of alcohols is nothing but a reduction. So this is number one is a very, very important dehydration. Dehydration means removal of water molecule. What is the reagent here? Concentrated sulfuric acid. This is reagent. Concentrated sulfuric acid is act as the strongest dehydrating agent. Where water is there, simply abstract the water, catch the water and eliminate it is dehydrating it is. So many wet gases are passed over the concentrated sulfuric acid to become it is dry. So dehydrating agent we should use concentrated sulfuric acid, and here this reaction dehydration reaction takes place in different temperatures. Different temperatures very, very important. Number one, we should go with respect to C2H5OH ethyl alcohol. Concentrated sulfuric acid temperature is 170 degrees centigrade. 170 means in NCERT they was given in Kelvin. 273 means that is 443 Kelvin or 443 Kelvin. Eliminate water. Reaction takes place at 443 Kelvin or 170 degrees centigrade. You should eliminate water. Eliminate water means OH from one carbon, H from adjacent carbon. Adjacent atoms, you should select adjacent atoms, not in only one atom. Select adjacent atoms. OH remove OH removal from one carbon, H removal from one carbon. What we will get here finally it is CH2 double bond CH2 plus H2. This is called as alkene. This is alcohol. Dehydration of alcohols gives rise to alkenes. Reaction takes place in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid and the temperature is 170 degrees centigrade or 443 Kelvin temperature. Suppose temperature decreases 140 degrees centigrade. 140. 140 to 73, how much it is? 413 Kelvin. 413 Kelvin or 140 degrees centigrade. Same reagent that is called as what it is? Concentrated sulfuric acid. You should take 2 molecules ethyl alcohol. Then what elimination takes place? Water elimination takes place. 2 molecules ethyl alcohol. 2 molecules ethyl alcohol undergoes eliminate water to gives rise to what is answer is C2H5O C2H5. This is called as diethyl ether plus water. So temperature 170 alkene is a major product. Alkene is answer. Temperature 140 ether we will get ether. Ether is diethyl ether because of 2 molecules of ethyl alcohol we require. 2 molecules of ethyl alcohol undergoes dehydration gives rise to what about that ether. If temperature is 110 degrees centigrade, 110 degrees means how much is 110 to 73? 383 Kelvin. So C2H5OH. Given what it is, concentrated sulfuric acid. Temperature is 110 degrees centigrade or it is also 383 Kelvin. Then what happens means OH elimination from alcohol, H eliminated from sulfuric acid. OH eliminated from alcohol, H eliminated from sulfuric acid gives rise to C2H5HSO4. Ethyl hydrogen sulfate, this is called as ethyl hydrogen sulfate plus water. So my dear students, these three reactions are very, 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 very important regarding entrance examination point of view. All dehydration of alcohols gives different type of products according to the temperature factor. According to the temperature of 170 degrees centigrade, dehydration direct takes place with one molecule gives rise to alkene. Temperature 140 degrees centigrade, dehydration, two molecules of alcohols required to eliminate water to gives rise to ether. If temperature is 110 degrees centigrade is there, that OH required one hydrogen from sulfuric acid to gives rise to ethyl hydrogen sulfate. Ethyl hydrogen sulfate C2H5 plus HSO4 minus, that is salt. So this is the examples regarding dehydration. So here what it is, here total alkyl group will be involving in the reaction, OH group also involving in the reaction. Final what we'll get means we'll get the different compound. So such type of reactions are called as dehydration reactions. Takes place in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid. Concentrated sulfuric acid, or in the presence of Al2O3 also. Alumina. In the presence of alumina also reaction takes place. And next one, number 2 is oxidation. Second one, oxidation. So you make a note, these reactions are very, very important, my dear students. Make a note and write down these reactions. Three reactions are most important for entrance point of view. Clear? Yeah, next one is oxidation. Oxidation, we need addition of oxygen. Oxidation reactions takes place in the presence of oxidizing agents. Two types of oxidizing agents are there. One is a strong oxidizing agent, second one is a mild oxidizing agents. Strong oxidizing agents, generally we go with potassium dichromate, potassium permanganate, nitric acid. Potassium dichromate, potassium permanganate, nitric acid are said to be the strongest oxidizing agents. On the other hand, we should go with weak oxidizing agents. Those are said to be CrO3, chromium trioxide, PCC, pyridinium chlorochromate. Those are said to be, what about that, weak or mild oxidizing agents. Then what happens? Oxidation of alcohol. Generally, alcohol oxidizes to aldehyde. Aldehyde oxidizes to carboxylic acid. This is a trend. Alcohol, addition of oxygen, aldehyde. Addition of oxygen, acid. This is a trend. Generally, we can use the potassium permanganate, potassium dichromate. Strongest, it is a strong acid means nitric acid you should take. Direct alcohols converted into carboxylic acids. If oxidizing agent is weak, first step we will get aldehyde, second step we will get acid. Let us consider one example. C2H5OH. Oxidation takes place in the presence of KMnO4. So what we will get? CH3CH. Final what we will get, it is CH3COH. So this is a primary alcohol. Which alcohol it is? CH3 single bond CH2OH. What is alcohol name? It is primary alcohol. An oxidation of primary alcohol gives rise to aldehyde. Next, oxidation of secondary alcohol, we should go with secondary alcohol. What is secondary alcohol? It is CH3 single bond CHOH single bond CH3. On oxidation of secondary alcohol, what we'll get means we will get that is CH3 single bond CO single bond CH3. This is called as, what it is? Ketone. So my dear students, make a note, these two are very, very important. Oxidation of primary alcohols gives rise to aldehydes. Oxidation of secondary alcohols gives rise to ketones. So ketones, aldehydes. Aldehydes further oxidation to carboxylic acids, and ketones not further oxidation. Suppose this oxidation reaction takes place prolonged. If this reaction takes place prolonged, then it is also gives rise to carboxylic acid. Then we should go with tertiary alcohols. Tertiary alcohols not undergoes oxidation. Tertiary alcohols undergoes elimination to formation of alcohols. Alkene it is. So we should go with these examples detailed with different examples. Different examples we should clear this topic. So here primary alcohol. What is primary alcohol? CH3, CH2OH. Oxidation gives rise to CH3, CH2. What it is? Aldehyde. Oxidation means addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen. addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen. Generally reaction takes place with of CrO3. CrO3 is called as chromium trioxide or PCC. PCC is nothing but pyridinium chlorochromate. Pyridinium chlorochromate. How to prepare this pyridinium chlorochromate means we required one is pyridine plus hydrochloric acid plus CrO3. These are the components. These are the components to the preparation of pyridinium chlorochromate, and pyridine formula is C5H5N. This is the pyridine, and hydrochloric acid HCl, CrO3, chromium trioxide. On addition of this, what we will get is C5H5N plus HCl CrO3 minus. This is the formula of pyridinium chlorochromate, C6H5N plus HCl CrO3 minus pyridinium chlorochromate, and this is the mild oxidizing agent. Sorry, when you applied this mild oxidizing agent, then alcohols are converted into aldehydes. Further, this oxidation is prolonged, then aldehydes is also converted into carboxylic acids. But ketones are not yet ready to conversion into carboxylic acids. But if reaction prolonged oxidation we required, then somewhat ketone also undergoes oxidation further to give rise to what about that carboxylic acids. So it is primary alcohols. So primary alcohols gives rise to aldehydes. Primary alcohols on oxidation gives rise to aldehydes, and suppose we should go with secondary alcohols. Secondary alcohols CH3, CH3, OH, oxidation gives rise to CH3, CH3, oh, this is called what it is? ketone plus water. This is secondary alcohol, it is primary alcohol. Next is tertiary alcohol, CH3, 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 OH. This is elimination. Elimination gives rise to CH3, CH2, CH3. This is alkane. Primary alcohols oxidation gives aldehydes. Secondary alcohols on oxidation gives ketones. Tertiary alcohols not undergoes oxidation. It undergoes elimination. Finally, it will gives alkene. On this alkene undergoes prolonged oxidation, then again we should get that it is nothing but carboxylic acids only. Ketones and alkenes also prolonged oxidation gives rise to what about that? That is nothing but carboxylic acid. Suppose you should go with this example. This example on prolonged oxidation. Prolonged oxidation, what happens means here two hydrogens combine with oxygen to form water molecule, and this carbon combine with oxygen to form carbon dioxide. So this reaction we should write minus CO2 and H2O. What we will get finally? It is a CH3 single bond, COH double bond OH. This is called as acetic acid we will get. Ketones are also further oxidized to carboxylic acid, but this is a prolonged oxidation. So here you should eliminate this total methyl group. Methyl group you should eliminate from this methyl group CO2 and H2O. Here also you should go with this also prolonged oxidation. Again we will get ketone. From this we will get, you go with this one. This one we will get oxidation prolonged it is. Here also H2O will be eliminated. CO2 will be eliminated. Then what we will get here? CH3 single bond, CO single bond, CH3. Again we will get ketone. This ketone same gives rise to same carboxylic acid. So primary alcohols oxidation gives aldehydes. Secondary alcohols on oxidation gives ketones. Tertiary alcohols not undergoes oxidation. Those undergoes elimination to gives rise to alkenes. Such type of alkenes and such type of ketones further prolonged oxidation gives rise to the carboxylic acids only. For this oxidation we required weak mild oxidizing agents, that is pyridinium chlorochromate and CrO2. If the oxidizing agent is strong, direct alcohols are directly converted into carboxylic acids only. And next last one is dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation also very important. So dehydrogenation. Same dehydrogenation takes place primary alcohols, secondary alcohols and tertiary alcohols, but reaction takes place in the presence of copper metal. So third one is dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation is nothing but a removal of hydrogen, removal of H atom. Reagent copper metal 573 Kelvin. So here same example, CH3, CH2, OH, copper metal 573 Kelvin. This is a functional group. This carbon is called as what it is? Alpha carbon. Remove this hydrogen. Remove this hydrogen. This is nothing but alpha alpha elimination. Gives rise to what is the answer is CH3 CH4. This is called as aldehyde. So it is primary alcohol. Primary alcohol undergoes dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation means removal of hydrogens. Removal of hydrogen from which carbon? Alpha carbon. Alpha alpha elimination. This is alpha alpha elimination because of this is alpha hydrogen. This is also alpha hydrogen. So this elimination is called as alpha alpha elimination. What is remaining? CH3COH. CH3COH is nothing but aldehyde. Suppose same reaction we go with the secondary alcohols. CH3 single bond, CH3 single bond, H single bond, OH. Same reagent, copper metal, 573 Kelvin. So you remove this one. Here one hydrogen atom, here one hydrogen atom you should remove. Then what will be the answer is CH3 single bond, CO single bond, CH3 plus water. This is ketone. And tertiary alcohol, what is tertiary alcohol? CH3, CH3 taken thrice, OH, copper 573. This is elimination. What is answer? CH3, C double bond, CH2, CH3, isobutylene. So here these are the reactions regarding the alcohols. Alcohols undergoes three types of reactions. Number one is OH cleavage, second one is COH cleavage, third one is reactions involving in both OH and alkyl groups. So different type of reactions also. So these alcohols and methyl alcohol is act as a wood spirit and poisonous. Ethyl alcohol is the solvent which can use to the preparation of medicines in pharmaceuticals, and because of it is one of the solvent in the laboratory reagent also. And I will give one conclusion regarding this, and next is followed by phenols also there. Phenols mm, important, some named reactions also regarding phenols and ethers. That will be the left of the syllabus. So it is alcohol. Number one is OH cleavage, metals, metal hydrides, carboxylic acids, COCl, RCO taken twice, RNGX. OH cleavage takes place when alcohols react with metals, metal hydrides, carboxylic acids. This is esterification. And acid chloride, acid anhydride, Grignard reagent. Acid chloride, acid anhydride, Grignard reagent. And second one, COH cleavage, HX, PCl3, PBr3, we should take PBr3, PCl5, SOCl2. And third one, both alkyl and OH. Dehydration in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, oxidation, mild CrO3 or PCC, and last one is dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation, copper 573 Kelvin, 573. So this alcohol is obtained. Number one is alkenes. Alkenes alkenes number one, addition of water plus or hydroboration or oxymercuration. Oxymercuration and demercuration. Oxymercuration, demercuration gives rise to alcohols. Alkene addition of water gives rise to alcohols according to Markovnikov rule. And alkenes hydroboration according to anti-Markovnikov rule. This is anti-Markovnikov rule product and this is a MR product, Markovnikov rule product. And second one is aldehydes and ketones. Here number one is RMGX and second one is reduction. And third one is RCOR. RCOR is what? Ester. So here we should go with reduction. And second one is RMGX. And fourth one is RX. RX means alkyl halides. And last one is cyclic ethers. Cyclic ethers here also plus RMGX. Example like this. This is a cyclic ether. The cyclic ether here this crosses are CH2 CH2. Then what will get means RCH2. Answer is gives rise to RCH2 CH2 OMGX like this. And so these are the preparations regarding these alkenes, regarding the alcohols, and these are the properties of the alcohols, and somewhat preparations are said to be the industrial preparations. Industrial preparations, number one is industrial preparation, addition of water to alkene. On large scale we should prepare alcohols. And second one, industrial preparation, is from fermentation of starch and sucrose, invertase, zymase, diastase, maltase. Those are the enzymes which can use to conversion of the carbohydrates to alcohols. And the fermentation takes place in the presence of anaerobic conditions. Anaerobic conditions means absence of oxygen, because of reaction takes place in the presence of CO2 atmosphere for further oxidation of alcohols. Further oxidation of alcohols leads to the formation of carboxylic acid, and the taste of the compound is sour. Acids are sour to taste it is. And oxo process. Oxo process also we done. Oxo process is nothing but CH2 double bond CH2 plus water gas, CO plus H2. Addition of that reaction is called as hydroformylation. And to the preparation of methyl alcohol, water gas can be passed over the Cr2O3 ZNO in the presence of temperature and pressure 200 atmosphere pressure, 570 Kelvin temperature will get methyl alcohol, that is also called as wood spirit. So my dear students, this will be the introduction regarding and this will be the information, not introduction. This will be the information regarding the alcohols. So preparations, properties, uses as a solvent, and physical properties. Isomeric alcohols boiling point less, solubility more. That point you should remember. Isomeric alcohols boiling point will be less, solubility more. And normal alcohols, lower number of alcohols, up to 3 alcohols completely soluble in water. As mass increases, the water repels, hydrophobic alkyl chain will be lengthy. On the basis of that, solubility will be decreases. Clear. Boiling points generally more because of due to the formation of intermolecular hydrogen bonding takes place between the alcohols. So this is about the remaining part, the properties of the alcohols. And next class I would like to go with phenols and properties, and the last is ethers. Clear. So keep contact with NCRT, and I wish you all the best, and be strong and practice related concept oriented bits from your competitive entrance point of view books. Clear? So I wish you all the best. Have a nice day. Thank you, one and all.